In this video, I'm gonna go over what I would do if I was at 30% body fat and wanted to get to 15%. After you watch this, there will be no more excuses about not knowing what to do. I'm gonna break down the entire process into 7 simple steps. No fluff, no BS. I've used these steps to help more than 1,000 coaching clients lose body fat and keep it off. Now, simple doesn't mean it's gonna be easy. There will be moments where you'll be tempted to quit and it's not gonna be perfect. But if you follow the plan from this video and focus on consistency over perfection, you will get results. So the first thing I would do if I was at 30% body fat is take an honest, hard look at my current diet. This is a non-negotiable step. I would ask myself one simple question: what eating habits are keeping me at this high body fat percentage? And it's gonna be a lot of stuff you already know is not good for you. The main culprits are empty calories, added sugars, and processed fats. These are sodas and juices, calorie-dense snacks like chips and cookies, anything deep fried, morning coffees loaded with creamer and sugar, and high-calorie sauces and dressings. You don't have to eliminate these entirely, but they should not make up more than 10% of your daily calorie intake. Also, many of these have low-calorie replacements that work great. All the sodas have zero-calorie options, sauces and salad dressings have low-calorie versions. Some of my favorites are from G. Hughes. You got your reduced-calorie coffee creamers. There are no excuses. The options are available if you look for them. I've seen clients drop the first 10 pounds with these changes alone. Now, once the initial cleanup is done, the next step I would take is calculate the 2 nutrition variables that matter the most for losing body fat, and those are calories and protein. If you don't get these numbers right, you are setting yourself up for failure automatically. And it's really not as complicated as people make it out to be. The simplest way to set both of these is using your goal weight. So if I was at 225 pounds at 30% body fat, looking to get to 15% body fat, my goal weight would be 185 pounds. So for my calorie intake, all I need to do is multiply 185 by 12, which is 2,200 calories. And for my protein, I would take the 185 pounds goal weight and make that the protein intake in grams. So that would be 185 grams of protein a day plus minus 10 to 15 grams. If I'm not losing 1 to 2 pounds per week, I'd simply drop my calories by 200. It's really as simple as that. Now, once I know my calories and protein, the next step would be to put my diet on autopilot. Decision fatigue is one of the biggest reasons people fall off track. If every day is a new puzzle of deciding what you're going to eat, it's just a matter of time until you get busy and fall off track. So here's what I would do. I would open a food tracking app like Chronometer or MyFitnessPal and use it as a planning tool, not just a logging tool. I would start with a blank day and build 3 simple meals that get my daily protein goal within the calorie budget. And when you do this, you quickly realize what you've been missing in your diet. You see where you need to add protein, you see where you're leaking calories, and it's easy to find out which food choices need to be removed and what needs to be added. I call this a minimum viable eating plan. In just 20 minutes, you can create a full day of eating that hits your numbers. And the best part is that you can use your favorite foods as the foundation for the plan, so it's very sustainable. And you can create as many of these daily templates as you need. Some people like to have more variety, others like to keep it simple. And once you have a few different days planned, the diet is on autopilot. There's very little decision fatigue because you already decided what to eat. You know your groceries, you know how long it takes you to prepare, and you can prepare a few days in advance. It becomes simple. So instead of reactively tracking foods and only realizing I blew it at the end of the day, I'd rather spend a few minutes and plan ahead where I'm gonna spend my calories. And by the way, if you're interested in coaching to help you set all this up, check the first link in the description below. Now for step 4, my priority would be increasing energy flux. Here's the problem most people run into. They lose a little bit of weight, progress slows down, they're forced to cut calories lower, now they feel hungry all the time, consistency is hard, they get stuck in a plateau, and eventually burn out. This is why so many diets fail. And by increasing energy flux, I know I can avoid having to diet on very low calorie intakes. My goal would be to stay above 2,000 calories while still losing body fat. And the only way to do this is by increasing activity. And with a busy lifestyle, I find that using a walking pad with a standing desk is the easiest way to do this. It's sustainable, it burns calories, helps with recovery, and improves my digestion and focus. The target would be 8 to 12,000 steps per day. And because I'm burning more, I'm able to eat more, and the diet is easier to stick to. If you prefer, you can also do cycling or rowing or swimming or any other fun activity. Pick what you can see yourself doing as a lifestyle and do it consistently. By keeping activity high, you'll be less restricted with the diet, you'll perform better in the gym, and preserve more muscle. This is the power of increasing your energy flux. Now, the fifth step I would take is to prioritize my sleep. Sleep is a keystone habit. It's the foundation that makes both diet and training work well. Without enough sleep, your hunger hormones are out of balance, cravings are harder to manage, you forget to hit the like button on my videos, and your energy for training will be very low. That's why my goal would be to get to 7 to 8 hours of sleep in a cooled off, dark room, dimming the lights at night, cutting off the electronics, and making sure I'm preparing myself for a good night of sleep. And if I can't get that many hours during the night, I'd be looking to add power naps throughout the day. I know that's easier said than done. Maybe you also have 2 young kids in the house like me, but it's worth the effort to try to get more sleep and improve the quality of the sleep you're already getting. Every minute counts because bad sleep makes fat loss infinitely harder. When you're tired, you're much more likely to make the wrong food decision and fall off track. So anyone looking to go from 30 to 15% body fat should be treating their sleep with the same importance as diet and training. Now this brings me to step 6, which is protecting lean muscle mass. Because losing muscle during a cut is one of the biggest reasons people slow down their metabolism and regain body fat. And without the right training stimulus, a large percentage of what you lose in a calorie deficit will be muscle. Now, most people don't realize this, but retaining muscle is a lot easier than adding muscle. I would focus on a minimalist approach, hitting the gym 3 times per week for about an hour, doing full body workouts with compound exercises, pick the exercise I can push myself without risking injuries, work in the 6 to 12 rep range, and get 3 quality sets per exercise, taking closer to failure. The key is to track progress and make sure that I'm not losing strength or that I'm ideally getting stronger over time. Sometimes that's going to be adding weight, other times that's going to be more reps or better technique. And the truth is, as long as your numbers are improving and your training quality is solid, you will see results. And even in a calorie deficit, I see most clients get stronger and build muscle, especially those who've been on and off with their lifting routines or never taken this seriously. Now, the next step I would take to set myself up for success is embrace an adaptive mindset. Here's the thing. Sometimes progress slows down or stops even when you do your best, and that's completely normal. Getting lean is not a straight line from point A to point B. It's gonna get messy at times, and what matters the most is your overall consistency and not letting one off day turn into weeks or months off track. If there's a period of life instability where things are difficult, I would see maintenance as a win. If my baseline is losing a pound a week and I maintain my weight during a 2-week vacation while enjoying myself in moderation, that's huge success. I'm not trying to live like a bodybuilder. I want something sustainable. In long term, that's the mentality you want to have. Be okay if things aren't perfect. No one ever got lean by eating 1 salad, same as no one ever got to 30% body fat with 1 pizza. Progress is measured over the long haul, not by 1 weekend or 1 holiday. I know it feels urgent, especially if you've been frustrated with your physique for a long time, but at the end of the day, if you just quickly get back on track after a mistake, nothing can stop you from getting lean. It's inevitable. And the truth is, you don't learn much when things are going well. Falling off track on the weekends teaches you the importance of planning ahead. Overindulging on snacks teaches you impulse control and how to organize your food environment. Weight scale fluctuations and plateaus teach you how to stay objective and trust the process. The whole journey teaches you persistence, patience, and the importance of consistency over perfection. And this isn't only needed for getting lean, this is the mindset that's gonna keep you lean and healthy long term. And by the way, if you're serious about getting to 15% body fat or below, in this video, I go over 5 habits you need to quit. Check that out, and I'll see you right there.